What's up guys? Today I'll be showing you the brand new sniper class blaster from Worker Toys. This is called the Swift. This will be available for the rest of you to buy as of next month, so in July. I've also received an email from Monkey Mods, who will be one of the people stocking this blaster, and they're offering a 5% discount code for anyone who shops from them. Just enter my name Brad at checkout, save 5% and also support my channel. In this video today, I'll give you my first impressions unboxing the blaster. Then I'll get straight into an overview of the blaster itself. Then I'll chrono the blaster and end with some accuracy testing and some gameplay. Let's get into the unboxing first of all. So here we have the Worker Swift. I haven't opened this up yet, so this is my first time opening the box. Let's crack into it. Interesting, so we've got some stickers to apply if we want to, and also some grip tape, which I assume is for probably the shotgun grip. Okay, so they've separated the blaster into the upper receiver and lower receiver. Let's take out the upper and discuss this first. They've also got a handy dandy little instruction book. I'm just going to throw that to the side for now. Okay, so the upper receiver comes with a barrel already installed, and if I pull back on the shotgun grip, you can see it's already got the bolt installed as well. It's connected to this internal priming rod, which is connected to the shotgun grip. It's already got an O-ring on the rear of the bolt and the front, and they've also lubricated it. Let's grab the lower receiver now. Pop that out. So in the lower receiver, you've got your cylinder already installed, as well as the piston and the spring. Whoa, that's a long spring. Wow. Okay. Put that back in there. Again, you've got pre-lubed O-rings, and you've also got this padding on the front of the piston. Now, to couple these two halves together, just line them up. Okay. So I think the bolt needs to sit down a little bit. Now we'll try. Come on. Yeah, something's not lining up. Alright, alright. I'm gonna pump the shotgun grip back. Push that in. And now close the blaster. That's way easier. Okay. Huh. So at the bottom of the blaster here, we've got an Allen key. I'm gonna try and get that out. I don't have any nails. Damn. Okay. Let's grab a screwdriver to get the Allen key out of its little slot. Okay, so in the bottom of the grip here, you've got an Allen key. I assume all the parts we need to loosen to install the barrel or remove the spring will all use this same Allen key. Let's just have a quick look at that actually. So to release the barrel, there's a little nut down in the bottom of here. Yep, so that is the correct Allen key to release the barrel. And of course, to hold the upper and lower together, there's 3 different bolts which also use this Allen key. Let's quickly find them. Huh, okay, so they're in with these red O-rings. There were green ones on the piston. These red ones must be an alternative. I'll suss those out a bit later. Alright, so the first bolt just goes into the magwell here. The second bolt goes in this hole. And the last bolt goes up here. So that's all 3 of the bolts in. The upper is now secured to the lower. Now, I just noticed in one of these bags here, we've got the spring retainer. I hope the spring retainer is in. It's not. So the spring retainer doesn't ship in the blaster. if I was to cock that, it could very well shoot the spring out the back of the blaster. Something to be very mindful of out of the box is definitely put that spring retainer in straight away. Same hex screw is used to fasten the spring retainer. So we collapse the stock and push this through, we can tighten the spring retainer. And now this piece is just a cover. It's not going to hold the spring in, so definitely make sure you put that spring retainer in. Wow, that's a really long stock. I've got really long arms, and I reckon having it in all the way is, I don't know, maybe out one click. Let's try there. Maybe even a little less. Yeah, I'll have it in the first notch. Yep, that's perfect for me. They provided a rifled barrel. I definitely recommend sticking this on the end of your barrel up the front here, because that's going to improve the accuracy of the blaster. Just for the sake of probably not being able to get that back off again, I'm just not going to do that right now. Because there's also this fake suppressor, I guess you'd call it, or a muzzle brake, which you can put on there to change up the look of the blaster. I don't know if I would personally do that. I would probably just have the rifled barrel on there. Although, with a longer barrel, that could act as some kind of cover to protect it all. Also in the box, we've got a 10 dart capacity Talon mag. You can put it in with the breech closed, but I wouldn't recommend it. You have to actually give it a whack to push it in. With the breech open though, the mag will drop straight out from this mag release. And if you haven't noticed already, this is a Talon mag only magwell, so you won't be able to use any full length darts with this blaster, and probably won't be able to use any katana mags either. I believe it's just for Talons. You can of course deprime the blaster by pulling the trigger and then slowly sliding the shotgun grip forward. Just avoids dry firing the blaster and potentially damaging anything, but all of the parts seem to be CNC'd metal, so I doubt that the durability of this is any kind of issue. Finally, the last part of the unboxing, we've got some stickers. So they haven't gone to the trouble of painting this blaster for us. We actually have to stick our own stickers on, and you can choose which ones you want to put on, and I guess it's up to you to align them correctly. They've also got some grip tape, which goes on the shotgun grip. Let's actually do all of that now, and then I'll time skip and show you the finished product. Okay, so I've got all these stickers on now. We've got a nice Swift logo here. We've got a striped kind of pattern here with some code lettering below it. Got an accent on the stock, an accent on the thumbhole grip. And I've also got some grip tape on the shotgun grip, which I actually really like, especially if I step this up to the stronger springs. Now that we've got this all assembled, let's get on with the overview. Alright, time for the overview. Swift is a pump action, manual, spring-powered blaster that takes only half-length darts from Talon mags. It can't take slanted Talon mags, only the straight ones or the curved ones. The most awesome thing about the Swift, in my opinion, is the massive air volume inside of it. It's double the air volume of any of the Adventure Force or Nexus Pro blasters, so it should have a lot higher performance. In fact, the air volume is so large that there's only two notable blasters that outclass it, and that is the M20 Construct and the Caliburn. Unlike the M20 Construct, the Swift here is a fraction of the cost, about 1/3 the cost of an M20 Construct. And also, unlike the Caliburn, this is not 3D printed. This is injection molded, so it's a lot more durable, should survive being dropped, and also survive being left in hotter temperatures. Now, in the unboxing portion of this video, I showed that the blaster comes with some green O-rings on the piston, and in the box you've got some replacement red ones. In fact, the air seal is so bad that sometimes when you fire the blaster, the dart won't even make it out of the barrel. Let's just show you right now by holding my finger over the end of the barrel. Hold this up next to the microphone. Oh, I've got the safety on. Yeah. No air seal at all. Let's swap to the red O-rings and try that again. I have some Inox MX6 here. It's an Australian company, but I hear that in other countries, Super Lube is a fairly popular one that people use for Nerf guns. So let's put a bit on that O-ring, bit on that O-ring, and some on the bolt O-ring. Oh! Actually, I'm gonna fast forward this part. I just want to give it an entire minute. Let's go. Three seconds, 2, 1. The alarm's going off on my watch. See if it has any air left. Yes, it did. And now my finger's a bit deformed from the end of the barrel. Let's move on. In addition to the stock 280mm long barrel and the stock 1.2 spring, there's also two upgrade options that you can buy separately. This here is a 350mm long barrel and a 1.4 spring that goes with it. And this is the massive 550mm long barrel and 1.6 spring that goes with it. This will get you the most performance out of the Swift. The Swift also comes with a rifling attachment, which I'd highly recommend because it does improve the accuracy of your darts by adding a bit of spin to them. It simply friction fits onto the front of the barrel. Just like so. Alright, so now I'm going to set up my chronograph inside because it's not a gel blaster, I can shoot it inside my house. And we'll see how hard the Swift is shooting with all three barrel and spring combos. First up, I've got the stock length barrel and the stock power spring in here, which are the weakest of the three. But first, I just want to see, can I cock this with one finger? Very easily. So yeah, I'd definitely say a child would be able to use this with this particular barrel and spring. Let's see how it hits. 182, 177, 148, 137, 146. So some of these Adventure Force Pro darts are actually too tight and they kind of don't fire, and then when you prime back it does fire. It's just a bit weird. But we got a 69, I'm not going to count that as a proper shot. 170, 160, 167, and 168. So we're getting an average of around 160 with the short barrel, but I've just noticed an issue with some of the Dart Zone Pro darts are too big and they kind of delay fire. I'll see if I can show you. I've just loaded one of these suspect darts. See what happens when I pull the trigger. Yeah, so I pull the trigger, piston fires, and then about half a second later it shoots. And it gives it about 70 FPS. So if you're going to stick with this stock length barrel and the weakest spring, I would probably avoid Adventure Force Pro darts, or at least filter out the ones that are slightly larger. Now before I chrono the medium strength spring with a medium length barrel, let's just see if I can cock this with one finger as well. $200, 221, 193, 186, 194, 223, 198. That one didn't read, so I'll do another one. 232, highest one so far with a spring. And ending with a 205. I'd have to say the average of this is around 200, but I'll put the results up on the screen for you. And finally, just before I chrono the heaviest spring and the longest barrel, let's just see if I can cock this with one finger. Ugh. Almost. But that doesn't matter, it's still a really light prime. Let's see what it shoots. 275. 266. 280. 259. 276. 275. 272. 272 again. 266. 262. So with the strongest spring and the longest barrel, I'd say it's averaging about 270, which is about what my M20 construct does. So with the stock barrel and the stock spring, we're getting around 160 FPS. I had some issues with oversized Adventure Force Pro darts though. It seems they have a bit of a delayed fire to them, and it reduces the FPS. With the medium length barrel and medium strength spring, we're getting around 200 FPS. And then finally, with the massive 550mm barrel and the 1.6 spring, we're getting around 270 average. So now let's head outside and fire this blaster at a target that's 1 meter in diameter from 30 meters away. And of course, I'll be adding the rifling onto the barrel. Let's go. Still got two more. So, as to be expected with a high power springer like the Swift, every single shot hit from 30 meters away on that 1 meter diameter target. So now let's summarize my final thoughts of the Swift, and then we'll get to some gameplay. So in the order that I've actually shot the video today, I've already used this for an entire day of skirmishing against gel blasters. I have to say this was very accurate out on the gel ball field, and with the massive 550mm barrel that I was using, I was able to outrange everyone on the field. The Worker Swift is a much more affordable alternative to the M20 construct, although the M20 still is my favourite blaster compared to this. It's also a much more durable option compared to a Caliburn. Compared to some other blasters that are already on the market, the Worker Swift absolutely smokes the Adventure Force and Nexus Pro lineup because it has double the amount of air volume in the plunger tube, giving it much lighter prime weights for the same velocity. In fact, I'm able to cock this with a single finger. So I'd have to say a child would be able to use this 160 FPS stock version of the blaster, and possibly even the 200 FPS upgrade. With the strongest spring installed that I was using for the gameplay today that gives 270 FPS average, it was absolutely effortless for me to use this the entire day, and I have no aches or pains in my arm at the end of the day, like I would with a long shot. Overall, I'd have to say, whether you're someone wanting to shoot only 160 FPS, all the way up to 270 and possibly even higher with some further modifications, the Swift is the perfect choice compared to any other injection molded blasters on the market. And this is what I'd recommend to anyone starting out in the Nerf hobby. If you want to pick one of these up, keep in mind that Monkey Mods has that 5% discount code with my name Brad. Use that on checkout, and it also helps support my YouTube channel. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more content. Enjoy the gameplay.
Spread out.
Coming across.
Is that Gary? You're not popping, man.
Had to double tap him. Keep going, keep going. Hit him, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, run quick.
Medic.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Go! Stage 1 clear.
Alright.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're on it. They're shooting in the targets. That's what I thought.
So is battery.
Hit him.
Oh.
Hit him.
Hey, on that note, how many relives or how many times did the other team die on the structure?
I assume you're hit. Don't have your hand up.
Let's go, tails out!